Hello, wonderful subscribers. We are back for another week of Ask Mark, and just to first things first, I want to say a huge, massive thank you to all of you, because this weekend, just I think a couple of days ago, we passed 5,000 subscribers, and it's hard to believe it's taken off the way it has, but you guys have just gotten so behind it, and I'm so forever appreciative for you and sharing, liking, watching the videos, commenting, getting involved, because it really does help us spread the message of positive self-esteem in dating that I really just have such a passion for with this channel, and the growth has all been thanks to you guys. So thank you so much. We're back for another week of Ask Mark. Now we've got some great questions this week. Very quickly before I get started, we've got How to Tell If a Guy Likes You, the complete guide, coming out in the next couple of days. So make sure you keep your ears peeled for that. When it's out, I'll pop the link in the description. And the other thing was I can now get you guys a free book, a free audio book. So I will let you know details of that in the coming days as well. But let's get straight into it. Let's go Ask Mark for this week. This week you guys have sent in some amazing questions again, and they're real thought provokers that I think a lot of the audience is going to get a lot out of. So here we go. First one this week was from Selena, and Selena actually posted this a few days ago, just near the last video, but I thought it was so good we had to carry it over. The question was, I love how your advice comes across helpful, empowering, yet genuine. Thank you, Selena. I really appreciate that. My question is, how do you show interest in a guy, spend time with him, maybe even sleep with him, but not give him the girlfriend benefits while you're not exclusive? What does that balance look like? This is a great question, because what happened this week is, if you Google the term, how to make him chase you, if you Google that right now, we are now, my staff, Make Him Yours, we are now the #1 result. And we've replaced the old manipulative advice with Build an Exciting Life. It is literally the #1 result on Google right now. You can go and search that. And this really relates to that, because one of the things men want when they commit and when they think of going from casual to exclusive with you is the girlfriend benefits. It's the girlfriend experience. It's a lot of the stuff I talk about in my seminars, things like support and love, things like companionship, things like security, the security of knowing you're not seeing other people, things like sex on tap. Now clearly this isn't a seminar, so I can't go into all of these different elements right now, but here's a few things, here's a few ways to think about it. The first one is you want to think about dating like one of those, you know those gym passes you get where it's like you get that 7-day free trial and you like tick off a day each day. Think of it like that. So you're not limiting access you're limiting the time period. So for example, when you go to the gym with one of those passes, you get full access, right? You get the full experience, you get to try everything out, you get all the benefits, all the fun, and it's great. But you don't just get to keep using it whenever you want, whenever you feel like it. That's what a full membership is for. And it's the same when a guy gets into a relationship with you. He gets elements of that, and he gets to see windows of it. So you hang out on a Sunday afternoon, he gets to enjoy all those benefits, but then you go and prioritize your other things. And then he's like, oh, I wonder if she's seeing other guys. Oh, I wonder what she's doing with her life. And you're busy just off doing your own thing, kicking ass with your goals, seeing your friends. Maybe you are going on dates with other people. He doesn't get to know that you're not. He's not your boyfriend. But then Thursday afternoon, he gets to enjoy that again. And then maybe next Thursday again. And he gets these tastes of the full experience. So it's not about holding stuff back and being manipulative or playing hard to get. It's just about having the right priorities and going, this guy's not my boyfriend yet. He doesn't get this full unlimited access that comes with the boyfriend package. He gets to see what he will get if he upgrades. And if he doesn't want to upgrade, that's fine. That's his choice. But he doesn't get to have that supporter all the time where he can text every day. Again, not because you're being manipulative, just because you turn your phone off because you're with your friends, or you have other priorities that day, or you're at work and you're not responding to his every message. You know, men really value that support and love, that companionship, the security of knowing you're not seeing other people. So those things all contribute to this, and it's all part of what he wants to upgrade to as part of the boyfriend experience. An extra little tip, one extra little tip, guys who are not your boyfriend, I say this in a lot of my videos, but guys who are not your boyfriend don't get to know whether or not you're seeing other people. You don't give them your exclusivity, or at least the knowledge of it, until they give it to you as well. It's self-respect and it's reciprocation in return. So I really hope that answers your question, Selena, in as short a time as I could. The second question is from Jay Husmarie. Jay Husmarie. I have no idea if I'm pronouncing that right. I really love your channel and all your advice, but I would like you to really help me with something. I met this guy a few months ago and we became really good friends, actually best friends. Last week he told me he liked me, but I just took it as a compliment. Fair. Then a few days ago he asked me if I could be his girlfriend. Right, wow. I would really love to, but I feel it's so soon. I want to know more about him, and that's pretty fair. And he asks me again to be his girlfriend. I'm afraid of what to say, because he is a really nice guy and I don't want to hurt his feelings. I'm afraid of how he will react. New subby. Thank you for the question, Jay Husmarie. So basically, to summarize, you guys have been friends for a few months. This guy's obviously got feelings. He said it once and you've said, no, it's too soon right now, but you're worried about what to do when it happens again. Here's my advice for this. When he says it again, you obviously like him, but you want to take things slow. Here's what I'd answer. He says, hey, Jay Huss, I really like you to be my girlfriend. You say, look, I'm not going to be your girlfriend right now, but I'd love to go on a date with you. And let's see what happens. So he's getting a no with let's move things forward and see what happens. He's really gonna appreciate that, because you're putting your stands in place. You're saying, no, I'm not ready yet, but I do like you. Let's see where this goes. So great question. Final one is from JJ. JJ says, it's me again. Great video. Great to have you again, JJ. Great video as always, but I have a question. How can I maintain my standards of what I want in a guy, yet not be overly picky? I question a lot whether I'm trying to keep my standards or if I'm just being too picky. This is one of the best questions I've ever had, JJ, so thank you so much. Okay, a lot of women get this wrong, so this is really important. Here's a metaphor I use, and this is why men, on average, are a little bit better at this skill than women. See, if you lined up 20 guys in front of a woman versus if you lined up 20 women in front of a man and said, here's your options, go, what do you think would happen? Most of the time, what would happen is the man, he would try and sleep with all of the women and then he'd pick his favorite, or most of the women. Whereas the woman would tend to go, she'd look at all the men, she'd kind of suss them out, and then she'd go, that one. And go straight forward with the one who she perceived as the hottest or the most valuable or whatever it was. Shotgun mindset, sniper mindset. This really gets a lot of women into trouble, and it's the difference, and this is so important, it's the difference between being picky, as you say, versus having high standards. Women who are picky, they sit back and they pick on superficial things. It's the person on Tinder who goes, no, 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 he's hot, yes, no, 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 no. That's being picky. That's not having high standards, that's just being really judgmental and judging a book by its cover. When you have high standards, truly, you're not afraid to get your hands dirty. You're not afraid to go in there and meet all 20 of those men. Yep, he might not be your type. Yep, he might not be your race. Yep, he might be shorter than you, whatever it is. You still go out there and meet him. You still accept a date with him. You still see if he, even if it's only half an hour, whatever, you still go and see if he's a great guy and worth it as a boyfriend. Women who have high standards, they get their hands dirty and they get to know men. They don't judge based on very sort of distant things. They really get in there. And this is something that men naturally do, which is mainly just because men want to sleep with women a lot more. But they tend to get in there and they get to know more women. So if you want to have high standards versus being picky, get in there and meet lots of men. Don't be afraid to go on a date with maybe a guy who isn't that good looking, or maybe a guy who isn't that funny, or maybe isn't your classic type. Not your type might be just right. If you want to have high standards, be willing to get in there, get your hands dirty, meet lots of men and get to know them. Because standards from a distance is an illusion. You can't have high standards when you're not down on the ground getting to know men. Standards is options. You can't have high standards without options, and you can't have options unless you are getting to know a lot of men. So once you get to know a lot of men, you get to meet in their social circles, you go on lots of dates, you just get in there, that's when you can really have high standards, because you're going to actually know what all of these men are about, and you can pick the best one for you. So JJ, I really hope that answers your question, and guys, JJ's question is a phenomenal one, and I'd encourage all of you to apply that, because it's such a fundamental concept to getting out there and having high standards without being picky or judgmental. Well guys, thank you so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed. Again, just thank you for getting involved. You know, we've had some wonderful comments this week. JJ, J House Marie, Selena. You guys really are getting involved with this channel, and I'm so appreciative of that. So make sure you keep subscribing. If you're not a subscriber yet, hit the little bell and hit the subscribe button as well. Leave a comment, ask your question, hit the like button, tell your friends about the channel. The more people we can get involved, the more we can spread this really cool message of positive self-esteem in dating. So thank you again for tuning in, and we've got another video tomorrow, so I'll see you then and also in next week's Ask Mark. Guys, I almost forgot one more thing. Next week is Valentine's Day. How could I possibly forget this? But that means if you're not doing anything for Valentine's Day, I would love for you to come and spend it with me. I'm going to be online live doing Ask Mark from 6 p.m. New York time, 9 p.m. Los Angeles time, midday Australian time. So come online, come say hi, get your question answered literally live. I'm going to have a few questions ready to go as well. But come online and just say hi. It's going to be really, really cool. So if you're not doing anything Valentine's Day night, I would love for you to come online, come spend it with me, chat. I'd love to meet you guys in person live really properly. So come online next week. That's again, next week, 6 p.m. New York time, 9 p.m. LA time, midday Australian time. I would love to have you along.